Can you get a video on Huskies and Pinks? We haven't done anything on this yet. I just don't know enough about it to, if we were definitely going to go in the Husky and the Pink market, then I would know more about it. And it's not to say that we wouldn't do it, but right now, it's too scary for us. So anyway.
There's people out there starting it, and good luck to them.
Jayonte Williams, do you carry other pups year-round besides the fluffies? And if so, what pups do you carry? Yes, we do. So, now, we've got 2 litters coming up.
Oh, what did I ask?
They want to know if we had other dogs besides fluffies.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got 2 litters coming up.
Chanel's going to have a litter of regulars. That's what I call it, standards.
Yes, so Chanel bred to Hercules, who is a gorgeous,
very
one of our studs.
boy.
He is a beautiful, really stacked little cobbed up boy. He is a blue and tan,
Carries
ATA, carries cream and cocoa.
Yeah.
No brindle, no pied.
And it's her platinum female that's ATA.
Yes.
And so there's going to be lilac and tans, blue and tans.
And platinums.
Yeah.
And there won't be fluffies. And there'll be a low price.
No,
So there we go.
No.
And that breeding happens.
She'll be
2
due.
weeks?
Her supposed to be due date is October the 20th.
Okay.
And now kids will be fluffy carriers and testable chocolate. And so hers are due October the 17th, supposed to be due date. Because we bred her twice, so it's 17th and 19th. And then our girl, Deja Vu, her babies are going to be due.
A couple days after that.
Yeah, the 21st of October, supposed to be due date.
Right.
So give or take, or, it could be 2 or 3 days after that.
Loyal for
Both
Life
girls.
Kennel says, post the babies on the website like you used to. We will. We'll do better at it. Yes, so we feel a bit lapsed.
And we have the 2 little fluffy carriers, little boy and little girl. Call me about those. 580-799-1910.
So someone says, Tammy K says, what is the average time to potty train for this method? How long did it take you to potty train? Were you a year old?
Probably.
It's all over the place. It's all over
James.
It's all over the place. On how, some dogs
Some dogs get it real quick. Some dogs, it takes them a bit. Some dogs have accidents after they've been potty trained.
So our puppies leave when they're 10 weeks old. And it's not uncommon that people call us up and
some people say, are they potty trained? It's like, well, if you pay me about $2,000 more and wait another year.
But some people call us up and they get their puppies and say, the puppy's potty trained. He hasn't had dogs in the house.
They're just such smart dogs.
Wonderful.
Plus, you're probably helping out too, keeping a schedule, going to the same place every time, taking that puppy out to potty. That helps that puppy learn how to potty by taking it to the same spot every time.
So
you're whatever they're doing, they did it great.
So we take puppies when they're weaned and we move them to a 4x4 crate with a raised floor, and then it's one area that the puppies tend to go to and poop. So that's the first part of their training.
And then when they get bigger, we put them in a bigger play area, and I put like a little tray that you slide under one of those crates, and I put the grate on top of it with the pee pads underneath it, and then they'll all go to that one.
If you've got a litter of 10 puppies, they don't necessarily all go there,
you need to kind of separate them, give them more room.
Yeah, but it's a great start. It's a great start, and it makes your life easier too, because you're not picking up poop all over the place. It's got squished onto the floor. It's on the crate. It's gone through, and it's relatively easy to pick up.
Ours are right there in the house with us, and we're 24/7 able to clean it up immediately. We're at home all the time.
But then we've got Deja right now, who's now a year and a half old, and she's
every once in a while she has an accident.
Yeah, she doesn't have it in the house, but we wanted her to go to a particular area, and we'll take her over there for that particular area, and she'll just look at you and not poop, and then you'll let the dogs run around outside for another half an hour. And the next thing you know, she's pooped by the front door.
No, that's Kit.
Well, I know.
I think Kit gets mad about something, and she does that every once in a while.
Patra Jones, who I did talk to, said the numbers weren't working. Well, we did talk to you, Patra, so I think you're good. So, my phone number, you can pretty much get hold of me most of the time. Cody's not so easy because he gets so busy. But, if you don't get through, send a text. Tell them what you want for me or
well, remember, I just do puppy sales only.
Yes.
And so I don't know all about the information on the heated whelping system. I can tell you how it works, but I can't tell you how to fix it if something's wrong, or you know, when your order was. And remember, when you're ordering, you get to choose how soon you want your shipment to come to you.
Overnight?
It's just like
2
Amazon.
day,
When
3
you
day?
order, it tells you, do you want to pay this much money to get it overnight, or do you want to pay this much money for 2-day shipping?
It's a little bit different
website.
because Amazon typically has free shipping for a Prime member.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
have that.
I need to quit making that as an example.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the answer is that you've got overnight, you've got 2 day, you've got 3 day, you've got
And
regular postage.
it's on there. It's on the website.
All right. So Andrea says, my female French's last litter was born March the 31st. When were you expecting her next heat? Well, the answer is that heat cycles are typically 6 months apart for most dogs. So you got a 2-month gestation period. So that means it's 4 months after her litter was born that you'd expect the next heat. So end of March, so you get March, April, May, June, July. End of July is when you'd expect her to come back into heat. It's very variable. Some dogs it might be 4 or 5 months. Most dogs it's 6. Some dogs it's as much as a year. 33mm photos. If my pup's mum is a Merle, but his coat is cocoa with a red eye glow, is it okay to breed to a female, Merle female? Yes, your dog is not a Merle. Remember that Merle is a single copy, and if it doesn't show it, then it's not a Merle. Just because it had a Merle parent, if it doesn't show Merle, it could be a cryptic Merle, and you can breed that back to a Merle. But the answer is, if it doesn't show any Merle at all, it's not a Merle. And if you're not sure about that, get a DNA test done to confirm it. But yes, you're fine. There's 5 replies here. I wonder what they said. So somebody says you need to DNA if you're unsure. Someone else says he isn't a tri-Merle, he's a chocolate, which is correct. If a mum and dad carried a copy of Merle, the pup would be double Merle. Nope, that's not true either. So if you had both parents who had a copy of Merle, you'd expect 25% of that litter to be double Merles, 25% to have no Merle whatsoever, and half of them to have 1 copy of Merle. So even that's not a correct answer. So there's a lot of answers here that are generally right. So that's.
I need to get in the car.
Let me finish this up here. How long do you typically keep puppies for, and what is the longest you've kept a puppy due to not finding a buyer? Well, the answer to that one is forever. So we have been in situations where we've got a dog that we think is a gorgeous dog, and nobody wants to pony up the money that we think it should get. Keep the dog. There you go.
You bet.
Most of our dogs go between 10 to 12 weeks. We like to keep puppies till they're 10 weeks old. Why do we do that?
10 to 15 weeks.
Yeah, why do we do this? Because we want to have all their shots, their 6 and 9 week shots done with some lag time after the last shot to make sure there's no reaction. That gets you to 10 weeks. Quite common that puppies are with us longer than that, and we're happy to do that. Kathleen Rayner, James and Tammy the beautiful one. That means you, I think. I live in Australia, and you don't ship puppies. Ha ha ha. No, we don't. My 6 cheap pups go for vaccination and microchip this morning. I would keep. Someone's wishing us a happy day. Well, congratulations on your doggies. And we're almost done here. Danny Albor, if I breed my female Frenchie with a small tail to a stud who has no tail, what will the litter have? Tails. What determines if they have a tail or not? Well, so first off, there's not a DNA. Well, MBOT might have a test for this actually. I think I've seen a thing on MBOT where they have a thing about tail length. Anyway.
Okay.
But the answer.
They do also. It's the animal genetics. When we had a test done, they did the no shedding.
Yes, but not tail length. But not tail length. But the answer is there is a genetic component to this. Both parents participate in this. So what are you going to get? You'd expect to get a smattering between the two. Some with no tails or very little tails. Some with longer tails. And that's about it. So,
Call me for my fluffy carrier puppies that I have, and that's 580-799-1910. And then Cody's got some babies that are testable chocolate. His phone number 806-664-0173. So you need a new baby or add to your breeding program, we have it. And when we sell you a puppy, we don't leave you hanging. We don't say goodbye, go away. We're here for the long haul.
That's right. Okay.
All right.
Now 10 minutes of time wasted. We've got to go get some yard work done. So we've got to get to it.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.